sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A first down on the scramble of 16.
First down, Houston.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks. Allow your team to get settled in. Don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback, who's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
That's good.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On first down, it's Richardson. And Jimmy Ward, guy who can be utilized all over the secondary. Here he was the rusher and records the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. To the left side and taken in by Dallas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
42-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on 4th down, here comes Spencer Schrader for the Colts field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Schrader's kick is good. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Block it next time.
From the gun, Richardson. He'll take off again. And He'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
That's good for another Colts.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack.
It is brought in the end zone. Alec Pierce, touchdown Colts. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He completes this one to Mechie. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Play action. Richardson. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd and inches. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
That's Pierce in motion. From the gun on third down. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Braxton Berrios deep for Houston. That'll be returnable from the 35. He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
38-yard line.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play through contact.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Richardson operating from the pistol. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a foul.
Colts.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
So after one, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now with 2nd down coming up. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Forced out left. Taking off.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He's got it! That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
It is a big-time play for Houston. Pickup of 46 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Henry Toto getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Richardson to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. Texans offense headed back to take over once more.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Stroud going to set up the throw to the left side into the hands of Collins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Uh-oh. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jonathan Taylor.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag back by the kicker. It may very well give him new life.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go again here with Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
For a Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 3rd and 10. Now Richardson. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And 7.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
And he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So on 4th down, here comes Spencer Schrader for the Colts field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Schrader back on after converting the field goal, and he kicks this one off. Here's Berrios on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st down,
13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Nixon. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Kenny Moore there to make the play.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Now, Stroud. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 50-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
Here's 2nd and 6. the gun. Richardson. He'll tuck it and take off. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Richardson. On the left side and caught by Pittman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Gould on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Forced to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Third-year man, Will Anderson. In there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Richardson going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Richardson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Colts about to kick this one away. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Texans. Big play from the special teams there, Greg. Not only do they come up with the block, but they return it for the touchdown, get a little bit of momentum with this big play.
Yeah, and there's always a little bit of a risk and reward that a coach has to balance anytime he calls for a punt rush. And we saw there exactly why you do it. You're able to get your hand, block the ball, and in this case, you get the extra bonus because it leads to a touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
17. Colts 10.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. In motion is Warren. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's hard. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll run here with Hill. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Down at the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 35, here's second and 4. They go right back to Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Richardson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Gain of 6.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on first and 10. Richardson to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
That's good for another Colts.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Taylor. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. They'll need to pick it up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. He is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Colts first down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Herbert. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
No gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On 2nd down, over in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe the Colts were in there to retain possession, yes. Indianapolis will hold on to the football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson taking, and he will get into the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown, Indy. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike, and you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
The Trader now on for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. On play action. Stroud. Throw left side. Taken in by Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. First down for Houston.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Stroud. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans are going to open up the lead to 8.
Colts 16.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Richardson. He takes off. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Richardson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down. And
you know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Colts about set to punt.
On to punt for the Colts.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Nick Cross on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Got his man. It's Kirk. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
In motion comes Pittman. It's Richardson on the move. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They got 14 there. Didn't get it by much, but they do pick up the first down.
That's good for a Colts.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Will Anderson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Richardson's pass.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And now the punting unit will come on. We forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
From the 21, here's second and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Play fake, it's Richardson. He'll step up and run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long one.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line.
That's good.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot, drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
To the 5-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. Aziz Al-Shire on the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 5-yard line.
A second down throw for Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Richardson's pass. Complete to Jonathan Taylor. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
So here we go. Colts trying to get a little bit closer. They'll go for 2 now.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
We'll go with Taylor on the ground. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Here's Pierce for the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll step up and run this. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Texans.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Kirk is the motion man. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. This one caught by Mechie. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run the sneak, and he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
First down.
18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Texans first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
13 yards.
And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. First and 10. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
It is 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Mixon. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And the Texans are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Stroud down to a knee. And that should put the finishing touches on this one. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.